2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Curry deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
There's the screen. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the three off target. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
Floats it up for Butler. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
The Timberwolves with a quick start to this game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Podziemski on the wing. Golden State moving the ball around. Inside. Podziemski on the wing. Pocket four. Curry with another miss. Timberwolves on offense. It's a 5-point game. To the inside. Edwards looking it over. Edwards drawing the double team. No one near Randall as he lets it go. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Left side Curry. Again, Curry missing.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Alexander Walker.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 7. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now here's Curry. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 6 points.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Randall outside. Back to Edwards. Releases. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Substitution for your Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis.
The Warriors trail.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Here's the three. Knocks down the three ball.
And never shying away from a three. Hield has supreme confidence in his shot.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Golden State foul. Buddy Hield. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Edwards. Dayton gets a hand on it. We've got 1:28 left in the first. Butler from outside. Another three for Golden State.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Timberwolves trailed by 4. Left side, Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. To halt the run. Pass to Gobert. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the Warriors with possession here. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
So it's Minnesota now. 4-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Drains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this.
Line for the Dubs. Trace Jackson Davis. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Alexander Walker. It's taken away by Payton. Pass to Podziemski. Three-pointer, Butler. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Now here's DiVincenzo. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the act. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Timberwolves basketball.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Wingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. His three-pointer's off the mark. And there's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 4, Robert Dillingham.
Butler feeling out of it. Outside Curry. For the 3. Oh, how do you stop that from Curry? That was something else.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Both teams will make substitutions. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here is Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Buries it from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. DiVincenzo with it. 17 points in the game. From downtown, Green with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 6. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Curry outside. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. From outside the arc, DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 6. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Pass to Miller. Back to DiVincenzo. Fires the three. Green with the rebound. On offense, here are the Warriors. 9-point game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Golden State moving it around. Podziemski. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. So both teams making some changes here. .149 left here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Hield with the bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. .144 left in the second quarter. Pass to Randall. Over in the corner, Edwards. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Well, look, he's got range. You can't give him any space out there.
Curry outside. Bullseye! Curry with a deep three.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Lets it go from deep. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors trail by 7. For 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. 50 seconds left in the first half. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 23. Hield outside. Pass to Moody. And Curry has it in the corner. Lets the three fly. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Lets it go with the 3. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Fast break, here we go. Now Hield. Back to Curry. Butler with the ball. Defended by Gobert. Pass to Hield. Here's Curry with the 3. He can't get that one. And so that's the end of the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Here's Curry, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance. The line for one more.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
Free throw good, Curry. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Outside Curry. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't cap.
Timeout.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team. Make some noise for your Warriors Junior Check Squad.
Second half just getting started. About a minute play. Pass to Gobert. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And quick reaction by Curry. Steph putting some serious effort in defensively. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Outside Curry. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Connects from three-point range.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
The answer from Butler, no one is more competitive than Jimmy.
A three for DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Not as good off the back rim and in. DiVincenzo's got 8 here in the quarter. Curry outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Now Curry. He's got 21. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Well, they keep going to it, and he keeps delivering.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Payton. Jacks up a 3. Butler, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Mano a mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said Competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 37 points for him. Majemski on the wing. Pass to Buck. Back to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Shot by Majemski, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's DiVincenzo. It's good from about 19 feet. DiVincenzo's got 39. Majemski on the wing. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Here's Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
15 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Randall. Fires top of the key. That one goes. Count it. DiVincenzo's got 41. On the wing, Heel. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll return shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 9 points. Launches from deep. Reed with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Curry with the 3. Reed with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. It up here. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Engel.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Minnesota leading by 12. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Back to Jackson Davis. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Ingles. DiVincenzo with it. Kuminga picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Butler. Lock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Ingles with the rebound. And there's a foul. It'll go on Trayce Jackson-Davis. That's his first. Foul.
Second team foul.
Minnesota leading by 12. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Healed outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside Curry. Beyond the arc. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Pass to Curry. Stolen by Michael Conley. Got a piece of it. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Julius Randle picks one up.
Team foul.
You love how competitive Butler is. He insists on taking his shot despite the foul.
Taking 2.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Warriors trailed by 16. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Podziemski with it, and a missed layup. Releases. Conley gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
And again, no good by Golden State. Here's Minnesota. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Draymond Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's Curry outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 18 points just in the second half. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors trailed by 15. Left side, Butler. Oh, Butler flying to the rim.
Just great intensity there. Butler just doesn't settle for simple finishes off the drive. He is trying to make a statement.
Pass to Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. 21 points for Anthony Edwards.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 0.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The three. Good on the triple.
Dante DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo's got 49 points in the game.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Butler with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Butler. 54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. The shot off that time. And so it's Golden State with it. It's a 13-point game. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
That one misses for Moody. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Right wing. Gobert with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to Edwards. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
It's stolen by Green. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van